For some hot Baltimore sports talk, catch the Purple Pride Show with Bill West, Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 and Monday evenings from 7 to 8 on Q 1370 AM. Welcome back to Inside PressBox. Time now for a look at our Yuengling Lager photo of the week. Taste the quality of the 180 years of family-owned and operated tradition brews into every single bottle. Last week's Ravens game in Denver will definitely go down in NFL history as one of the best. PressBox photographer Sabina Moran snapped these shots as she braved the bitter cold alongside the team. Sabina reported that the team heaters, which she normally seeks out for a little warmth between plays, ran out of gas at the end of regulation play. The Ravens battled through the cold and threw a little over a quarter of overtime until Justin Tucker kicked the winning field goal, giving the Ravens a 38-35 victory over the Broncos. You can see photo galleries from all the Ravens games right now at PressBoxOnline.com. And with me now, as you can see on the set, he was out in Denver last week, and he's going to be in New England and Foxborough, is my friend ABC-2's Jamie Costello.
Sabina got some great shots, didn't she?
Tell me about how, seriously, you've been at a lot of these events, and you're up in the press box for most of the game. Then with about 4 or 5 minutes, they say, okay, everybody can go down that wants to go down.
Right.
How cold was it when you first got out there?
Well, it was bitter. I've never been that. I mean, Oakland, Maryland, maybe, but even last year in the Patriots game, remember how it was all misty and all, but that game in Denver, that's the coldest. And it's the coldest.
Colder than super plunging cold?
Oh, yeah. -2 wind chill. I mean, you couldn't move.
Now, I heard one of the players talking about how Marshall Yanda, the entire game, was pouring water over himself.
So
I guess they build up so much heat playing that they're oblivious.
That's the way they grow up in Iowa. He played at Iowa, so he knows all about the weather. There were we saw a bunch of skin.
Where do you rate that? I know you haven't been to every Ravens game, but you've watched all the important ones. Of the important ones, in terms of playoffs and things like that, to me, it's got to be the most exciting one.
Had to be. And we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I think the Jacksonville win that showed that we can beat a good team back in the Super Bowl year. That was phenomenal. The Super Bowl, but again, the Super Bowl was over after Stokely makes the catch.
No question about it. That was not an exciting game after the first quarter.
But this one, you were expecting Peyton to carve us up a little bit more, and we thought, ooh, especially the kickoffs and the punt returns were done. We come right back, and that play at the end of the game when Jacoby Jones hauls that pass in. Come on, nobody.
Tell us a little bit about what it was like, the exhilaration after the victory.
It was something. You saw Michael Orr jumping 6 feet off the ground. I mean,
like
everybody,
Brooks Robinson's photo.
That's exactly right. And Jacoby was running, giving kisses to the Denver fans. Anquan Bolden knew. He almost ran off the field like, let's get ready for the next game. He was that serious. I'm celebrating right now. Let's run on. And everybody's following. Ray Rice jumped in, did a Lambeau leap kind of with the Ravens fans who were down in the corner, and he's up there jumping for joy. Everybody just was, it was an incredible thing to see Tucker, the rookie, come on. They didn't call a timeout for him to come on and kick that.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
And after regulation, we saw Tucker come out. We're standing under the goalpost, and he's practicing. We're going, is that okay?
I didn't know whether that was okay or not, and I'm sure they may address that after this season. I don't know that that's in the spirit of the rules. There may not be a rule against it, but it seems like it definitely gives you. Now, they could have done the same thing had they had the ball, but it seems like it gives you a little bit of an unfair advantage.
Champ Bailey was right there, and he didn't say it. He's looking, going, "Is this? Can we do this?" I mean, he was nailing it, 43 yards, and who knows? But it was the other goalpost, though, that he kicked it.
Now, tell me about something very special after the game, because I want to save some time to talk a little bit about New England this weekend. But last weekend, tell me about what you got to see and observe with Ray Lewis and another player.
Ray was up at the podium after the game, and he's talking, and I see this woman come into the room and kind of wave, and Ray goes, "Oh, I'll be right there, hold on." Never seen the woman before. So we peek around the corner.
Now, is this like an hour after the game?
Oh, yeah, about 40, well,
okay.
Almost an hour,
it's a ways after the game.
So I look around the corner, and who's standing there but Peyton holding his son. So I come out of the room, and we don't speak, but Peyton goes, "Just waiting for Ray." I thought, and Peyton's
so he gave
all
Ray his respect by letting him talk to the press.
Right. And then he goes into the locker room, and Peyton and his son and Chad Steele got the beautiful photo here. And it was just what a class act, that Peyton Manning, huh?
Well, it was a great moment. There's no question about it. Interesting, though, I've got some different thoughts about Peyton and his ability to play at an elite level now because his arm strength didn't look like it needed
Ravens
to be to beat
that.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
That brings us to this week.
Yeah.
Dean Pease is pretty familiar with the offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniel.
Right.
And he's familiar with Bill Belichick, the way he thinks.
Right.
That could play a part in this game a little bit.
He's got to know that after 87 plays last week in Denver, 87 plays the week before, he's got to expect Tom Brady to come out in a hurry-up offense, dunk and dick, throw it around the middle here, run the ball, just try to keep them on the field as much as possible. So they're going to try to wear that defense out.
Now, offensively, what do you think the Ravens need to do? I've had some people say they just have to go all out. You cannot dink and dunk and try and think you're going to win 17-14.
No,
this is a game you're going to need to score 30-plus points.
You're going to have to be aggressive. I think Bolden's going to be a star in this one. I think Jacoby Jones returning could be a big factor. Field position, Tucker, cross midfield, let's kick three. I think it's going to be who can score the points a lot. Don't punt. Let's move that ball. And again, I think there's going to be chances where we're going to have to go 3 and out or maybe 5 plays in a drive, and we're going to be yelling and screaming like we've always done. Why aren't we throwing the ball downfield? Just to give the defense a little chance, just to give them a little breather.
Jamie Costello, he's a unique guy. There's not many people could do what you do. The anchor, you're an news anchor, but they can double doing sports.
I'll do that.
All right, buddy.
Stan, I'll see you up there, boss.
I'll be up there. And we'll be right back to wrap things up after this, so don't go away. Inside PressBox is brought to you in part by Glen Burnie Transmission, your dealer alternative for transmission repairs. Save hundreds of dollars off dealers' prices. Financing and free towing are available. Call Mark at GBT today and ask for the PressBox special for more savings.